Okay, so if you've been on this channel for any length of time in the 2 years that I've been doing this, then you probably know that I am not one to talk about YouTube drama or celebrity drama or scandals or controversies or anything like that. I usually stay out of it, even though it would be a really good idea to try to, get views off that sort of thing. It's not something that I ever have actively participated in. But I'll make an exception for this particular situation concerning Craig Thompson, or Mini Lad as he's known, because Mini Lad is part of the Van House crew, and I've been watching the Van House crew off and on for the last 6 years. I don't really watch them anymore. I still watch cartoons and No Glim. That's pretty much it. Maybe Smitty every once in a while. But all that is to say, I've been around on YouTube for a long time. I've been actively watching people since I started watching PewDiePie in about 2013. And since then, I have witnessed a lot of big name creators face some sort of career-ending scandal or controversy. There's Tobuscus, there's Nicole Arbor, PewDiePie, even though he managed to bounce back, Logan Paul, Jake Paul. I mean, some of them do recover. And honestly, it's a matter of, do they deserve that? Like, do they deserve the chance to continue on their platform? And you can have your own opinions about whether or not Logan deserves to be able to continue, or Felix, but Craig, absolutely not. And that's why I'm making this video. Not only because I've had such an investment in all these guys' channels for so long, and I've known for a while that Craig is a bit of a dick because he lied about why he doesn't play with the Van House crew anymore. He claims that they kicked him out of all their chats, and then he had to immediately walk that statement back and say, well, they're just only playing Gmod and Mario Kart, and I don't want to do that anymore. Knowing damn well they barely even play Gmod, they don't play Mario Kart anymore, they don't play golf anymore, they barely play Call of Duty anymore, they barely play GTA. It's like he literally just made up some sort of BS reason to not associate with them anymore. And people have been asking Brian Terrorizer about it, and he's like, hey, the guy literally just left and started talking shit about us to everybody. So I've known for a while that Craig is a horrible friend. He's emotionally manipulative towards Terrorizer, that much I know. He purposely left him out of a dinner that he went to with, I think it was Basic Guy to Work and Dahi Denogba. That's not the important thing. That's not what he's in trouble for right now. If you don't know what he did, then he solicited nude photos from underage fans, multiple underage fans, on separate occasions. And if you don't know, that's a no-no. He's 26. I think the oldest fan was like 17. And I don't want to hear about, well, in the state of this, blah, 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 the age of consent is 17. I know about that, right? I live in a state where the age of consent is 17 up to someone who's 21. Craig is 26. And Craig is an immigrant. You could say that he's an immigrant from the United Arab Emirates, because that's where he's born, or that he's an immigrant from the UK, which is where he grew up. Either way, the law's there. He can't be doing what he's doing. And if he were to be, charged for what he's done, this whole statutory rape thing, he would be deported. And it would be a pretty bad situation when he gets to where he's from. The thing about this, though, that's really infuriating is I've seen so much victim shaming and white knighting for Craig. People saying that the girls knew what they were getting into when they sent those pictures and when they started talking to him. And Craig has been sending pictures too. So that's even worse. But people are I don't like cancel culture, right? But if somebody does something really scummy, they deserve to be deplatformed. I'm not going to say that they need to be canceled, because that's stupid. But they need to be deplatformed and punished to the fullest extent of whatever they did. Craig should lose his YouTube channel and go to prison, but I guess that's too much to ask. But I've seen too many people blaming the girls for what they chose to do, and nobody's blaming Craig for what he chose to do. You can't, even if, right, the opposite party is willing, if they're not the age of consent, they cannot consent. That seems obvious. I don't know if it's just like, maybe that's just an American thing. I don't know. Maybe it's different in the UK. It's probably not, but there's literally no way you can spin the situation and make Craig look like a victim and the girls look like they did something wrong, because at the end of the day, those pictures would not have been exchanged if it hadn't been for Craig's actions, his words, his requests. He literally took advantage of the fact that he is a popular YouTuber. He used his status and his power as a manipulation tool and got these girls to do what he wanted. That's disgusting, that's horrible, and we should do something about it, right? Now let's talk about what Craig has done since all of this started. He took a mental health break from YouTube, and then he came back and just started going right back to business as usual, but on his first video back, he stuck an apology at the beginning of it. And, well, not even an apology, just like a statement to address why he was gone. And he was saying like it was for his mental health state, it was deteriorating. He put the channel before himself, and he wasn't taking care of himself properly, so he had decided to take a break. No. No, you should talk about this. And he did release a separate apology video. But all he really did was dismiss like the more small and like the more minute details. He didn't take responsibility for what he did. He didn't actually address the elephant in the room. He didn't actually say anything regarding these girls and the negative impact he's had on their lives. He didn't say anything about any of that. He's just, oh man, you've heard some things about me. I'm sorry about that, I guess. Anyway, meme stream Friday, it was that sort of thing, and I wasn't there for it. I did not appreciate it. I honestly, like, I literally don't get involved in these sort of things, but I couldn't just sit back and not say anything, because it's like I have a pretty decent sized following of my own, right? And if I really wanted to be a sicko, I could use it for my own advantage. But we also, any online creator with any size following has a responsibility to not do that, because a lot of them just get looked at as role models, even though they're not really trying to be, but because a lot of kids watch their content and they're just famous in that way, they do have a responsibility to not be a douchebag. You know, I'm not saying they have to go get put on lunchboxes and stuff and walk upright like Spider-Man, but just don't do that kind of thing. It doesn't seem that difficult. But I really hope that YouTube does something, because this has gone on too long where YouTube will just not get involved, you know? I mean, like, if you're working at a regular job and you get accused of sexual harassment, there's usually an investigation, right? And you might lose your job. So, like, what's going on here, YouTube? Susan? Like, there's no way they're not seeing this. There's too many people talking about it. Craig is too big on the platform. And just nobody's saying anything. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. But that's pretty much all I wanted to say about it. Is this is disgusting. Craig should be punished. I'm tired of YouTube not doing anything. If I missed anything, go ahead and let me know, and I'll try to address it. But I'll see you next time.